Good morning. This is David Bradley with the Greater Statesville Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to Community Connections on this great Saturday morning here in Statesville, North Carolina. Community Connections is a joint effort by the Chamber and our great friends here at Country Legends 550 92.9. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I am so glad Tuesday is behind us, and I don't care who you voted for. It's just good to get back to normal life. And it's interesting, just about the time the election really began to heat up, and I'd say that was probably in June, across the country you saw retail sales drop. And our suggestion, and that's backed up by others in the economic world, is that, man, when you hear how bad people say that we have it, and how just the negative talk, it tends to put a damper on our hope and on our future. So now that this election stuff is behind us, we would expect that people will begin to get out and spend a little bit more money. And again, regardless of who is in office, that we can get back to the normal course of doing business. And our next guests are a couple guys who at least Travis has gotten me through some vicious time with my weight. This is introduce Travis Chilcott and Jody Brandon with Nutrition HealthWorks. Travis, welcome to Community Connections on this great Saturday morning.
Thank you again. Thanks for having us.
So tell us real quickly a little bit about Nutrition HealthWorks and what you do.
We do customized nutrition and meal plans, and we also do one-on-one coaching and education, basically just helping people to eat better, especially now through the holidays, and just overall increasing their health and wellness.
And who's your best student?
Best students.
Oh, never mind. I will tell you that I've had an opportunity probably over the last 6 months to work with Travis. And Travis, we're approaching the holidays. And the holidays, my assumption is that's when people are, throw everything that they might know about nutrition out the door. So what are some ways that we can avoid holiday weight gain?
Yeah, and it's amazing, David, that the average person can gain up to 7 to 14 pounds.
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah. Just between October 31st and December 31st. So it's pretty incredible. And the one thing is just don't use that one time a year excuse, as in, oh, well, Thanksgiving only comes once a year. The thing about it, and it does, and enjoy Thanksgiving, but the thing about it is the leftovers. Everybody has it. So it doesn't really just happen one time a year. It happens for the entire week, and then whatever you freeze, and then eat later, and it's just an ongoing, Thanksgiving lasts a week or right. More. It doesn't really last just that one day. And the same thing with Christmas as well.
And, what I have seen myself do before is turkey is not a bad main food, right?
Right.
So I think, I'm eating turkey, so I can easily eat like 2 pounds of mashed potatoes because to make up for the, it's crazy how our mind sort of tricks us into just gorging ourselves. And is that not gorging yourself too, which is typical during this time period? I mean, how do we avoid that?
Well, portions is huge. That's certainly the number one. Using a smaller plate is always a good way to start. And you say, well, I can't get as much on the plate. Well, that's the point. You can always go back for seconds and things like that, but try not to stack your food and start with vegetables and lean meats like the turkey you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. Well, you've also brought Jody Brandon in here with us today. Jody, you are a ball of fire. Every time I've seen you, you're always smiling and you've got a great energy. So what are you doing with Nutrition HealthWorks?
Well, I'm doing a little bit of what Travis had said. We are out there trying to get more people to jump on board with us, let people know about what we do and what we offer. We do offer a lot of additional services. Some that Travis didn't mention would be metabolic testing. We also do corporate wellness, and we are really focused on some sports nutrition as well.
Oh, very cool. Well, if I'm going to sacrifice calories, then I'm probably going to sacrifice taste. Is that real, or what can we do?
Well, I know a lot of times people are afraid to make substitutions because they're afraid that those brownies aren't going to taste as good, or that cake that they're eating isn't going to taste as good. But a lot of times people don't really know that by making simple food substitutions, you can save yourself up to 100 additional calories, and that's at the bare minimum. You can make substitutions without diminishing taste. For example, you can use your applesauce in place of vegetable oil for brownies. You can use egg whites versus egg yolks.
Ooh.
You can use Greek yogurt in place of heavy creams when making green bean and broccoli casserole, as well as other pasta dishes. And then you can also do angel food cake. You can add fruit and or sugar-free or fat-free Cool Whip to that. My favorite, though, is a holiday treat. It is low-fat chocolate graham crackers with sugar-free or fat-free Cool Whip. If you put these in the freezer, it'll taste just like an ice cream sandwich, and it's less than 100 calories.
You know, speaking of trying to save calories and how easy it is, Travis challenged me to one time to go to a local sandwich establishment and to order my sub without cheese on it, just to see if I could really taste it. And I thought, you're the craziest man alive. Absolutely, I can taste it, that it's not on there. I haven't ordered cheese on my sub or sandwich in the last 6 months because you can't tell, but it saves about 120 calories or something along those lines each time that you don't order it. So, Travis, how else can you help us with our holiday stuff?
By providing that accountability that a lot of people need going through the holidays. Regularly taking measurements and weighing and things like that to see where our progress is, and making sure that we're not leaning towards that 7 to 14 pounds. Also, the education piece, as we mentioned earlier, like Jody was mentioning, the different types of recipes and alternatives that we can use to help cut those calories by hundreds, if not perhaps even thousands of calories through the holidays, which are all going to lead to the weight gain. And lastly is motivation. It's tough to stay motivated. You've got a lot of events, a lot of people travel. Just being able to keep that person motivated with their eating and especially with their exercise as well, and keeping them on track to make a difference. So when January comes, you haven't backtracked for the past 2.5 months, 3 months. Right.
Well, tell us how to get in touch with you guys.
Well, as always, you can contact us through www.nutritionhealthworks.com. We have several different informative pages there, and also a contact page, as well as just giving us a call there at the office, and or shooting us an email. The office in Statesville is 130 North Trad, right there across the street from the courthouse.
And right there in with Bill Beatty.
Yes.
It's his law offices, right?
Yes.
So one more time, your website address is what?
www.nutritionhealthworks.com.
And your phone number is what?
704-380-4655.
Now, and I suppose if any of our listeners wanted to just give you a call and say, Travis or Jody, help me out, people just get through the crisis of the holiday gorging.
Sure, so, absolutely.
Great. Thank you both, Jody and Travis, for coming out today for Community Connections. I know it's not an easy thing to do on a Saturday morning.
Thank you for having us.
And thanks. This is David Bradley, President of the Greater Statesville Chamber of Commerce. Thanks to our great friends here at Country Legends 550 and 92.9. We will be back on the radio next Saturday morning. Thank you.